So what kind of response have you had over the past 6 years from the public and from community radio or university radios?
It's been tremendous. We've had sixth grade class students emailing us and asking us for resources on poverty. That happened one year from out in Nova Scotia. We had a sixth grade class. Their teacher had made it required listening, and they listened, and then they followed up with questions, so that was pretty cool. Yeah. We've had producers from campus community radio who have been participating in radio in Canada for 20, 30 years write in and say that this is what CBC used to contribute back in the day when CBC first became a national broadcaster in Canada. They used to take up important issues and really draw in the fact that we're all living in one country and we all have to struggle together to change the political reality in this country. CBC used to be there and do things like that, and unfortunately today, as the closest thing they can do for a national broadcast on an important issue is Hockey Day in Canada. Yeah. We've had tremendous support and feedback. People suggested we should receive the Nobel Peace Prize for broadcasting. I don't think it exists, but the appreciation is definitely there, regardless if it's from people who are involved in community radio, or perhaps we've had even direct feedback from the street population. There are people who come back to the Homelessness Marathon every year for the opportunity to speak nationally. I mean, if you think about it, a poor person, a homeless person in Canada, how often do they have the opportunity to speak in a national forum? This is the only one of its kind, and it only happens once a year from Montreal.
So what kind of preparation is involved with this sort of event for both of you?
That's, it's a lot of phone calls, a lot of emails, a lot of volunteers.
How many volunteers?
Oh, it's 30 at least volunteers, from like floor producers to techs to people just serving food, and also providing if there's any problems, they run out and they hand out papers, taking care of the phones and stuff like that. And it's a great experience because it's like it brings everyone who's involved, it brings them all together, and it really, you come out of it with like feeling like you really truly did something that's worthwhile. And it's not often that you get to do that. So when something like this comes along, you enjoy it and you relish it, and you understand, you come away with an understanding that you probably didn't have before. Like I'm doing it for the second year this year. And I remember last year, I was out there and I froze my butt off, but I sat there in that chair and I did what I had to do, and I spoke with like at least a half a dozen people from across Canada talking about homelessness in the Native population and how serious a problem it is. And I still get emails from people like that asking me if the Homelessness Marathon is going on, or how are we doing, and it's an awesome experience.
There's also support coming from the Concordia community this year as well. Every year, the People's Potato has provided food overnight. We try to make sure that there's hot food and drink to serve people throughout the night. And they'll be joining us again this year, as well as Midnight Kitchen. And Concordia students have come out in previous years to help volunteer. People can just show up on the night of, on the corner of St. Laurent and Ontario. There'll definitely be something to do, whether it's just washing dishes or helping with production, as Irkar said. We'll be doing training on engineering throughout the night, so if people are interested in coming by and getting behind the board, that might be one way to sort of begin your introduction to radio. If people haven't ever seen a live radio show, this would be an opportunity to take in something new and stay up all night, of course, with us.
Great. Well, it's a learning experience, and it's also a social awareness event. So if people would like to get involved, are there numbers they can call or websites they can check out?
They can definitely check out CKUT's website at www.ckut.ca. The Homelessness Marathon's linked from the front page. There are 35 stations carrying it across Canada, so people who are going home for spring break, do check out the website and see if it's broadcasting locally in the town that you're going home to. It's also carried on many stations throughout the United States as well, the U.S. version of the Homelessness Marathon. And we'll be checking in throughout the night because we are broadcasting on the same night. They start a couple of hours later than us, but they do broadcast for 14 hours as well. And we'll be checking in throughout the night to see how the two broadcasts are going. So I would invite people to very much check out the website at www.ckut.ca and see if they can tune in locally, and definitely get the toll-free number, write it down, and pass around the information that this broadcast is happening, because it is the largest of its kind in Canada.
So February 20th in front of the Native Friendship Center.
Yeah, 2001 Saint Laurent.
All right, and what time does it begin?
Sunset, so 5 p.m.
Until sunrise.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you very much,
Thank
both
you,
of you,
Sydney.
taking time out of your day to speak with us.
No problem.